Hi, good afternoon. I'm Aaron Schwartz with Macquarie's Equity Research Department, and here with me now is Fred Luddy, co-founder of ServiceNow. Well, I know when you had some visions for building ServiceNow, you wanted to build or develop a platform that was very easy to use, where people could, without really an engineering background, could come to develop software.
Our observation was that for hundreds of years, people have been creating forms that they use to get workflow done in organizations, with purchase orders, purchase requisitions, and they were doing those without technical skills. We also observed that hundreds of millions of people use Excel every day. And unwittingly, they're creating relational database tables. And we thought, people have all the skills. The problem is the technology is not approachable by someone who doesn't know HTML, Java, CSS, etc.
And so once you had this idea, you sort of jump-started it by getting into the service management or the ITSM sort of space.
ITSM, service management, was a big need that we saw because the incumbent players were 20 and 30 years old already, selling old technology, and we thought we can refreshen this up, we can give it a nice Web 2.0 feel, and at the same time we'll be actually getting our platform into hundreds and now thousands of organizations.
Oftentimes you also see expansion of the market. I think Salesforce really expanded the market by taking people that did a lot of CRM on spreadsheets and expanding that market.
We grew people that could not afford to use our competitors' products for free just because of the people cost and the infrastructure cost, could now use products like ours. So initially we sold to people that had 5, 10, 15 users. And so we did expand the marketplace, I think, quite significantly. The second thing with replacement, these applications, especially in the ITSM space, get replaced almost every 3 to 5 years. When we started selling as an alternative to BMC and HP, we thought that our customers would want to move all their process and all their data schema into our system, and we had no way of doing that. Turns out, not one customer's wanted to do that. They want to start afresh. They want to start with a clean whiteboard because they don't want to take their 10-year-old process and move it forward.
What are other areas that you can expand to over time? I don't think people think you'll get into HR, but you touch HR.
Fundamental to ServiceNow is the notion of a task. A task is something which is a description of a job that has to be done. It can be done through automation, or it can be done by a human being. Most of the time it's done by a human being. Something's broken, I need to fix it. Somebody needs to do this, I need to deliver it to them. So tasking is fundamental to the workplace. And what we're finding is that HR tasking, facilities tasking, marketing tasking, they're all pretty much the same thing. I write a description of something that has to be done, I give it a due date, I assign somebody to it, I give it a priority, they work their queue of tasks. So we're finding that our fundamental notion is pushing further and further out into the organization. And even though Workday and Salesforce, SAP address a lot of tasking that happens in different areas, what they don't address is what I would refer to as white space. Things that it's just not economical to do this in current technology.
As you develop this platform, how much do you do on your own to have your own skin in the game developing the front-end application piece, and how much do you allow either your customers to do or third parties, developing an ecosystem to develop the ServiceNow?
Our customers have been just our greatest source of innovation over the last 10 years. The things that they've done, we couldn't imagine doing if we somehow constrained them in their abilities.
Sure.
So what we try to do is find the best stuff that the customers do and then reincorporate that back into the platform.
Terrific. Well, that's extremely helpful. You really added a lot of insight into ServiceNow and really the vision for the company. With that, I'm Aaron Schwartz with Macquarie, and we have Fred Luddy with ServiceNow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.